hope you're aware that everyone knows better. Yes, everyone knows better. They treat the people they want to treat better. Don't accept their mistreatment. Yeah, they treat you that way because you allow it. Did you get it? Okay, let me repeat. I mean, people know how to treat others well. They just save that effort for the people they respect, the people they value. If they consistently mistreat you, it is because they have no respect for you. They don't value you. Stop accepting mistreatment. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. Yeah, TheLadyKeziah is my name. I address the difficult yet necessary conversations we know we are supposed to have with our own selves and with the people we love, the people around us. Can we have a conversation? Thank you. You see, a pervasive and exhausting riddle that complicates human relationships, yes, very exhausting, is wondering why certain individuals treat us poorly or treat other people poorly. When faced with flakiness, dismissiveness, or casual cruelty, our first instinct is often to offer excuses for the offender. We tell ourselves, oh, they just don't know better, or they are too stressed to realize what they are doing. Who told you? In that same situation, they would meet somebody else and treat the person right. This reflects, while compassionate, is frequently a deluded defense mechanism. The stark truth is much simpler and more empowering than we realize, and that is, this truth is perfectly captured in the powerful, unsentimental axiom. And that is, everyone knows better, just like I said. Everyone knows better. They treat the people they want to treat better. In that same situation with you, the next minute, the next flip, and they are treating people right before your very eyes. What makes you think they don't know better? Don't accept their mistreatment. They treat you that way because you have allowed them. Let's consider the following then. Number one, the fundamental premise of this statement is the rejection of the accidental ignorance theory regarding human behavior. In modern society, basic social decency and empathy are not obscure or esoteric secrets. They are universally understood standards. Adults, you and I, generally comprehend that punctuality reflects respect. You respect them, and that is why you are punctual. And that kindness builds connection. Yeah. While everyone makes mistakes, a pattern of poor behavior isn't a symptom of ignorance. It is a declaration of priority, and you are not that priority. Yes. Outside of severe cognitive or psychological impairment, people know better. Yes. Outside of all those impairment, people know better. You know better, I know better, they know better. When they fall short, when people fall short or they fail to treat you right, when they fall short of that standard consistently with one person, with you, it is rarely because they lack the capacity to be decent. It is because they have chosen not to deploy that capacity in that specific instance, in your case, in your situation. They know better. They treat other people better. Number two, this leads to the second more challenging realization, and that is, Respect is a conditional currency, and people prioritize its distribution. Did you hear? Respect is a conditional currency, and people prioritize its distribution. If you want to prove that someone who mistreats you is capable of better behavior, simply observe how they interact with others they desire to impress or value. In the same grouping, you see the way they treat other people, you see the way they treat other people, but you, what makes you think they are not capable of treating you right? The person who constantly flicks on your plans will remarkably manage to be on time for a high-stake job interview or a date with someone they perceive as out of their league. You are below their standard. That's why they treat you poorly. The friend who is always dismissive of your problems will all of a sudden become a masterful listener when they are speaking to somebody else they think is of a higher class. This selective application of decency proves that the mistreatment isn't about their inability. It is a prioritized choice, and you are not that priority. They are actively demonstrating that they want to treat certain people better, and so they do. You are not that in that category. They unavoidably conclude that you are not currently in that prioritized group. Yeah. Number 3, this understanding shifts the responsibility from the myth of our ignorance to the mechanism of our own tolerance. The final and arguably most critical component of the argument is personal agency. You know, this year I've been talking about 365-day agency. Yeah. It is you that they treat that way because you allow them. They see how their actions affect you, how you get broken, and they are still doing, and you think they can't do better. They do better out there. This is often the hardest pill to swallow, as it can sound perilously close to victim blaming, but that is not the situation. In the context of persistent, even non-abusive, but still unacceptable relationship dynamics, it is not about guilt for their actions. It is about responsibility for your continued participation. You can't control what people do, but you can control how we react to what people do to you. Why are you still at places you are not respected, valued, and appreciated? Why are you still there? You think it doesn't affect your mental health because you're a robot. That's okay. But would you forever stay in places and situations with people who will never respect, appreciate, or value who you are? Why are you there? A relationship is a contract based on mutually understood boundaries. Why are you living without any boundaries? When you accept breadcrumbs, be it cancelled plans, passive-aggressive remarks, or chronic disrespect without consequence, you are validating their behavior. That is why particular people are constantly disrespecting you, because they see it as normal. Silence in these scenarios functions as an active signal of consent. You teach people that it's acceptable in your relationship for them to disrespect you. Did you hear? You teach people what is acceptable in your relationship by what you are willing to tolerate. Number 4, therefore the call to action is clear, so simple, from my heart to yours. Don't accept their mistreatment. Refusing to accept mistreatments does not necessarily mean engaging in screaming matches or demanding change. Most often and more powerfully, Refusal takes the form of the calm implementation of boundaries and consequences. It is saying, no, this is no more for me. It is living when you are disrespected. It is ending communication when boundaries are repeatedly crossed. True self-respect is the realization that while you cannot force anyone to respect you, to value you, to prioritize you, you are obligated to remove yourself from any environment that confirms you are not valued, respected, or prioritized. Did you get it? Respect can only genuinely thrive where disrespect has immediate, tangible consequences. So, number 5, I don't want this video to be so long. In conclusion, human behavior often stripped of romanticized excuses. That romanticized excuses, oh, it's because it's this, it's because it was that. When human behavior is stripped of romanticized excuses, it becomes profoundly legible. While we would prefer that basic decency was a universal and unconditional standard, the reality is that respect is often treated as a prioritized choice. When someone persistently treats you poorly, no matter the form of the relationship, you must stop listening to that comforting lie that they don't know better. They know better. They do better by other people. Observe who they choose to treat with reverence. Recognize that their selective respect isn't about their inability. It's about their priorities, and you are not that part. You are not a part of that priority. More importantly, accept the uncomfortable, empowering truth that your endurance is the standard you are setting. You've been told to endure till thy kingdom comes, right? That is the standard you are setting, and you continually be disrespected. You can never force someone to treat you with dignity. But by refusing to accept anything less, you guarantee that you'll only be surrounded by the people who already know exactly what they bring to the table, what they offer to your life, how they respect, value who you are, and the people you pour into. You can't consistently pour into people who refuse intentionally to pour back into you. Your soul will bleed. Even if you think you're a robot, your mental health will never be affected. Respect and valuing and appreciating people who can do the same to you. A time will come, your soul will bleed. So the same thing applies to you. The people you choose respect, you know why. And there are some people you disrespect too because you know why. All of us, myself included, know better and we do better. We know better. And we treat the people who want to treat better, better. TheLadyKeziah is my name. I'm a licensed psychosocial counselor and a transformative mindset coach. If you want to talk to someone, you can find a safe space in me. Visit my channel, my profile, or my page. My link is there, and book a session with me. We can become more, do more, and give more. In the comment section, let me hear what resonates with you. Think about these things. Much love and blessing.